Good evening, Reap Smite League. My name is Bonsai Joe, as well as Loshak with me here and Dom on the camera. We got a great first matchup for you. The first matchup of our preseason tournament as we wrap up Smite Season 8. We have a great season of Reap Smite League coming up ahead of you, but we're going to hold off a little bit on it as Season 9 is coming out here on Tuesday. But as a last hurrah here on this last patch of Season 8. Loshak, we got a great tournament ahead of us. What do you think of it?
Oh, it's absolutely phenomenal. I'm so glad that we were able to put this out for you guys as well as cast this and be able to show the talent that we have here in the Reap Smite League. I mean, both of these teams are phenomenal that we're going to show off, the Taz and Camazot's team. These guys are just great players. There's not a single weak link on either one of these teams, and I'm just ready to see what these guys have.
Absolutely. Taz's team, an RUL squad that's been absolutely trying to push to their best and really show up in the new highest division in the Reap Smite League. And the squad from Camazot's team, still RSL, but looking to make a name for themselves. Can they pull off the upset against this RUL team? Let's find out as we can go ahead and go on into the picks and bans of game one here.
Oh yeah, I mean both, like you said, RUL versus RSL. We just made this new thing, RUL. So there's gonna be some stragglers from RSL that wasn't able to get all the way up there, but may have the talent to be able to compete against these players, and that have competed against them in the past. Oh, and picks and bans already. Goodness, they are going in.
Wasting absolutely no time getting rid of that Artio and that Tiamat. Two tanky creatures that we have seen quite a lot of here in Reap recently. What do you make of these first two bans?
Artio is not Artio. The Tiamat is a little off meta for me right now. She was super big at the beginning of Season 8. She's a menace steal with that extra mitigations. Like you said, she is tanky. It's stupid, really, if you think about it. But this has to be a target ban with Spooky, because I mean, why are you going to first ban not a Camazot's? Gosh, it's Camazot's team. The Tiamat. Sorry, when there's other picks such as the Odin, the Nikes, the Achilles, the Mulans.
So some of the other bans that come out, a lot of these mid laners that we've seen here at the end of Season 8, coming out of the Hunter class, Amus and Cobb and Charybdis both being played a lot in the Pro League and then being banned out here. This double Hunter meta that we've been seeing here at the end of Season 8 and all throughout the World Championships, you got to get rid of that, right?
Oh yeah, I mean AMC, he'll just one shot you if you're not careful. Just his all into a 2, and you're just gone. Like, where did my health bar go? With that extra prod shred that he was given on his ult, he's got that movement speed so he can get in and out. Granted, he doesn't have a leap, so he's not as safe as Charybdis. She doesn't have a leap either, but she has complete immunity, which is ridiculous. So I mean, I completely understand why they banned these two gods out. I mean, they can change the way the game is played, and that is always dangerous.
And then as we get into these first picks, the last two bans, Odin and Cleo, also real meta. Cleo just coming off that ban list, and then Odin has always been strong here out of that solo lane as we go into these first few picks here. Odin is definitely a pick that we've seen quite a bit of in this ban phase, don't you think?
Oh yeah, I mean, I would argue that maybe he's a little overbanned. Like, yes, he's a good one, but when you have somebody like an Achilles, he can just half health you with his one and then execute you. Like, granted, Odin can lock down your entire team, has a slow, has a stun. I mean, he has a shield all the time, it feels like. So it's also understandable on why you're going to ban that out.
Absolutely. So,
goodness.
just about time to get into these first picks. And hey, Team Camazot's going with Camazot's first here. Do we think that this pick might be landing in that solo spot or toward the jungle?
That's a good question. Honestly, I like Camazot's solo better than I like Camazot's jungle, because Camazot's jungle doesn't really do that much late game. Yeah, he can one-shot you like early to mid, but after that, I mean, as long as your support's with you, your carry should be able to just 3 hit of Camazotz, as long as he doesn't have Spectral and Mantle and stuff like that.
Whew. And over on the other side, Bastet and Geb. You want to talk about meta? Bastet, another god just off that ban list after her little rework with her ult, and then Geb, someone who's been super strong into that support role. Bastet, we could see in the jungle, maybe with Noah, but I tell you what, when I see Yuri on that lineup, Yuri likes to play the little cat.
Oh yeah, he does. Yuri's a little freak, man. I tell you what. I mean, this dude he'll pull out of hell out of nowhere, even before meta. He'll pull anything out of that solo. So you don't really know. It's a phenomenal flex pick for them. Bastet is just this god that'll get in, get out. Because right now, what you got an Achilles stun or his one, he's got to be really close to that Bastet to stop her. So
And
I mean, he's got a Gab too. So that safety increases even more.
Incredibly so. And over on the other side, you want to talk about more meta picks. This Achilles and this Hu Yi, two other of these really meta picks that are coming through. Hu Yi has been super strong here toward the end of season 8. And Achilles too, that big execute, trying to just power through that Geb shield. And as we may see a Chiron from the other side, another big ability-based hunter. This Crusher meta has been big in that ADC role, don't you think?
Oh yeah, and it's extremely annoying because it feels like as a support you kind of just get shredded out of nowhere. Because typically, if this is going to be a Chiron mid, let's say, as it could easily be, you're not really expecting that big burst from a Crusher coming from the mid laner, because that's not really what you're used to as a support. So if it is mid, it's got to be something that the support watches out for. If it's in duo, not as much so. But I don't know if this is a Camazotz jungle, he's going to have an issue catching up with that Chiron.
100%. And over in this ban phase, we talked about the double hunter, that soul coming out, trying to mitigate some of that double hunter availability out of that mid lane. I mean, we've seen these magical hunters do just a ton of damage this season, and especially here toward the end, getting that soul out of the way, got to be pretty good.
Oh yeah, I mean, you're talking about the soul. My big thing is they got this Ganesh out of the way. A Ganesh into a Bastet is horrible for the Bastet. The Bastet jumps in. Oh wait, you can't jump back, buddy. You can't do anything but auto. And just look at the big elephant man himself. As soon as that silence is over, you're getting dashed. And typically that's just a death sentence for that Bastet.
Agni coming out from the side of Taz. Taz been practicing that up, seen it in scrims a little bit. You think he could really pull it out here in this game 1 today?
Yeah, he has more than a good potential, especially if this Zeus is locked in. If he's able to hit the stun on the Zeus, that Zeus should instantly die as long as he's got those 3 ults. Ooh.
And a Yamoja for some extra healing. You see the Achilles, you see the Camazotz, you see the Yamoja. So much healing. Oh, maybe not?
Oh, Achilles support, possibly? I mean, it could go either way. Oh, okay. Makes way more sense now.
Yeah.
While they're teasing us, how do you feel about the solo magical? We have seen some of this. We've seen it in the SPL as well as the SWC. Typically, it is the Guardian, which I personally think is dumb. But hey, I'm not a pro player. I'm just a guy that talks about people. How do you feel about it?
I tell you what, earlier this season when they first buffed Geb, I mean, Geb has still been really strong as a horse is picked up by the side of Team Camazotz. That Geb was really strong in that solo lane for a while, but it's kind of calmed down. We've seen a lot less Geb solos, but that Geb has been huge out of that support pick. But it's definitely worth taking a look at what this last pick may be. Worth considering that Geb still may be in the solo lane.
Ooh, a Geb solo would be annoying for this Achilles. Achilles has a phenomenal amount of range with this one. You just pop your 2, you pop your 1. You're going to insta-clear wave around level 6 to 7 beside those brute minions, and you're able just to 3 at them. And I doubt it's going to be a Geb solo now looking at this team. But
yeah, I tell you what, I teased that Bastet solo from Yuri earlier, and I think that's exactly what we're going to get. I very much doubt that Daji is going to be in that lane, so I think we're going to see a Bastet solo and Geb support out of this comp from Team Taz.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna put this in the air. Sorry, Spooky here. You're gonna get killed. Wave 2. Calling it right now. Wave 2. Spooky dies because this Daji's just gonna jump on him, one him, and or two. And he's just gonna die because that horse isn't gonna be around. He has a Camazotz. Camazotz cannot peel this Daji off. Besides with a slow. I think she's slowing in her too. I actually don't know off the top of my head.
I believe she is in her
Yeah.
too. So if you get that too early, get a big teleport, big hit on the 1,000 cuts, that could be a dead Zeus.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it's Zeus at the end of the day. Just throws his shield, maybe uses 3, maybe level his 1. We'll see how that goes. But Zeus could easily turn it around at the end of the day because Zeus, big damage boy.
Big damage boy, but can't always take it. So, hey, going into game 1 here, let's see how these comps stack up against each other.
Let's see here.
All right.
Oh.
So, yeah, just as we expected here, we're going to see Yuri on that Bastet out of the solo lane. And
looks like the Achilles is in solo rather than that Camazotz.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Anything crazy? Oh, a Benevolence coming out of this gap here. That's something that you don't really see besides on the Emoja. I personally don't like the Benevolence because it gives you no protections at the early game, and that could be an issue later on.
Benevolence is definitely something we got super nerfed after we saw that mid-season patch where there was just 5 Benevolences coming out from both teams. Probably, as most people would describe, as one of the most boring patches ever. We have a lot more of variety here coming out of those starter items.
Oh, for sure, yeah. But it has been a lot more Sentinels gift. You have seen a couple War Flags, maybe out of your Assassins supports. But I'm surprised to see that this Geb Chiron has as much pressure as they do. Granted, they are giving them up. Oh.
And just as you said it, maybe not exactly what you thought.
Oh, maybe. Hey, maybe.
Maybe, though. But he turns around and hits that auto.
Let's go.
Incredible ganking from Noah out of that mid lane. Wow. We talked a lot during the end of Picks of Bans about that Zeus maybe getting picked off. I was more than surprised to see Spartan 2-1-2-1 being the one that got picked off there out of that mid lane 2v2 early on, but still being able to pick up that kill, that's a 2-for-1 trade. If I'm playing Daji here, that's a trade that I take every day.
Oh, yeah, and if we just look at that gold per minute, just 100 above the Agni almost. That is absolutely crucial. Able to pick up tier 2 mace off first back.
Then the gank over to the left side. That dual lane looking rough, and Horus is going to fall. Camazotz unaware of that very quick rotation from the Daji. I mean, you think about it, the Daji was dead, and you go, man, not going to be here that quick, but there she is, pulling through, dealing a lot of damage to that Horus. Camazotz and Pink Maiden were pushing up, really taking a lot of damage, but then the Daji shows up, finishes off that kill. And not to interrupt you, you were talking about that gold per minute. Daji with a huge lead. That first blood goal, already 3-1 in this game. Just an incredible start out of Noah.
That's absolutely crazy. Now, we do see a Daji hovering over the blue buff. I doubt that they're going to look at this Achilles. It is a Bastet, so she's able to get in, get out, just whip the wave, jump the wave, and go right back. A lot more safer than a lot of these other warriors are. So I doubt they'll be looking at this Achilles early game because he can turn it on you really quick. I expect it to be mostly this Zeus that they're going for.
The Zeus and possibly a little bit of that Hui Yi if Noah is able to grab some Powwows once he hits level 5. The Hui Yi, no CC immune abilities, but that jump is still pretty big.
There she is again. Oh, gosh.
Hanging around that middle lane, absolutely. If there's any one person on Team Camazotz on Team Taz, rather, to be scared of, it is certainly Noah here in this early game.
100%. Now, Camazotz looking at this Bastet. I think this is a bit of a misplay. I don't think a level 4 Camazotz really ever has kill potential on this Bastet. She has it on him, I feel like. but that ult did miss.
An unfortunate early miss by Yuri, but jumping back to safety, it's still a 2v1, but look out. Noah is rotating over here on the Daji, and Alex looking pretty low, and out comes the teleport and the 1,000 cuts. There's the Powwow, hits the chains, and it's down, forcing Spartan to use Bat Out of Hell to get away from that. And just like that, you get a pick, you get an ult, and what did you give up? You gave up your entire kit, and that's about it. Noah sitting at 4-1 on this Daji, 4.5 minutes into this game.
Yeah, honestly, I don't mind this Camazot's trying to keep that Daji there, try to hold her back from the farm, make this best stat, have to split, and oh my gosh!
Ooh, a lot of early damage. That Geb's still sitting around. Still a 2v2 over in that duo lane, but look out, Cowboy J feeling the pressure from Pink Maiden, using that jump aggressively after using the ult. Both ADCs, no ult at the moment. Cowboy J using it to just kind of get out of that situation. But over here in this duo lane, the pressure seems to be on the side of Team Camazotz.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if you know this Daji's over there on right, you might as well put the pressure where you can. They do have a Geb, a lot less pressure than his Horus. And who was that? An Agni?
That's the rotation from Taz out of that mid lane, but look out, a huge dash heal from Camazotz gets himself out of trouble. A great placement from Maiden there to allow his support player to get out of that tight spot.
Yeah, honestly, I don't mind that this Zeus didn't rotate. Hopefully, he did ping it out. It gave this Zeus a little bit of extra solo farm that he desperately needs. He's now equal in levels, but that Agni is, like we see here, just pretty much a whole level ahead. This Daji's just going to chase him down. Camazotz didn't start beads, so Camazotz also has to be careful. The player and the god.
Oh, look out. There's the big jump. There's the Bat Out of Hell yet again, allowing Camazotz to get out with minimal amounts of health. Spartan 2-1-2-1 playing pretty close to death a couple times already in this game, having to use that Bat Out of Hell defensively to just kind of get out of the situation. Spooky Mars doing a bit of damage there, but look out, Geb is still in the area code, but a little bit of damage going out. Camazotz allowing Spooky to stay in lane. Those healing numbers pretty big early in the...
Oh, yeah, for sure. I expect this Daji to come right back, and oh my gosh, Camazotz, chill. Spartan, calm her down. Just farm, buddy. He is only a level down, but he's desperately down in gold. About 100 gold or 120 gold per minute off here, and that's going to be detrimental to a god that I feel like falls off late game.
Horus being aggressive and really pushing up, but leaving Spooky Mars to die on the backside. Camazotz was doing a lot, getting a lot of pressure out of that mid lane, but it just worked detrimentally as Taz and Jonesy were able to get out of the situation, but Spartan pushing up yet again. Spartan playing so aggressive on this Camazotz, but look out over in the duo lane. Camazotz was taken, able to rotate over back to the left side and pick up that kill over on Cowboy J. Daji is there. Powwow is out. The big Horus ult getting him out of the situation, and Noah is just going to get away, as well as Camazotz and Pink Maiden are going to find their way out of that fight. Good rotation by Camazotz back over to that left lane, picking up the kill, continuing to get that pressure to the duo lane. I mean, if you're Team Camazotz right here, you got to work through this duo lane, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, 100%. I mean,
as there's a big Bastet ult out of the solo lane, and Yuri picking up the kill aggressively on the enemy. Blue buff, Spartan 2-1-2-1, not there quite yet, not able to really help. I mean, you look at the level disparity, it's 9-7 in the duo lane. Yuri is able to just push up just a little too much, splitting of the farm over from Team Camazotz in that solo lane early in this game.
Yeah, 100%. This Spartan, he has to stop trying to gank and farm. He is now 2 levels down, and half an item down as well. And oh my gosh, Yuri, stop, leave him alone.
Oh my, Yuri just absolutely pushing these back camps, bullying. And
no.
there's the bat out of hell from Spartan
Oh.
2121. Oh wow, you don't have to do them like that, Yuri. Just absolutely pushing these back camps. You know, if
Dodgy.
just I won't lie, if I was Spartan right now, oh, there's the Powwow. I can't even finish my sentence. There's the beats from Spooky Mars, and he's able to get out safe. The use of the Powwow down using all three of those chains onto Spooky Mars, but not able to find that pull. But to finish off my...
Where did Spartan's health go? Did he back? Did he not back? Spartan, buddy.
He didn't back, and he stayed in. I think took an Agni Bomb to the face and just said, I'm out of here at this point.
Yeah, this man, he's playing a little bit too aggressive from my blood. Oh, there we go.
Oh, but there's the big firebomb from Taz, and the ultimate picks up the kill on Spooky Mars. Just not enough from Camazotz to peel off. It's just they're playing up at that tower line is really suffocating offense out of this mid 2v2. This Agni and Geb, so much lockdown, so much CC. The Spooky Mars just really can't move a lot. But look out over on this left side. Jonesy here on that Geb looking to do some damage to Pink Maiden, but the jump should still be up, I believe. And there it is, going to get out of that situation safely. But look out. And Camazotz picking up a kill. Oh, wow, lots of kills everywhere.
All over the place.
Every single lane. I can't even accurately describe that. And then the Daji in mid using that Powwow. There's the bat out of hell. So look at that. But down low is Noah, and he's gonna fall as well. So a little recap of that fight. Jonesy pushing under tower on that Geb will die to Pink Maiden, but Cowboy J able to pick up that kill on the Chiron out of mid. Spartan 2121 was able to push up, get a kill on Taz. Noah pushing in as that Daji used that Powwow, but wasn't able to find anything. Will fall as well. But out of that solo lane, Yuri able to pick up a solo kill on Alex the First. There's the full recap of that fight.
Wow.
I don't even know what was happening.
I already forgot because it was all over the place. Boom, boom, boom. This is an arena game. 15 kills in 11 minutes. What is going on? But the fact that Spartan was able to pick up 2 kills in that fight, absolutely phenomenal. Now he's up in levels on Noah, which played an absolutely lights out early game, which it's still kind of early game, and wow.
And a solo kill. Pink Maiden coming in with a big grab on Cowboy J out of that dual lane, chase him into the jungle. Cowboy J needed to use that Chiron dash to get away, and I just think it wasn't enough as Team Taz is going to grab that Pyromancer out of that right side. That's a level 13 Bastet just kind of sitting on your back camps. That is just so annoying. But as you said, this level disparity. As there's a Gebalt in mid lane, there's the beads coming out of Spooky Mars. He's going to die. That damage over time from Yuri. A double hit from the Powwow is going to come out. Bad out of hell being used by Spartan. He's going to be able to get away. Camazotz with that healing, trying to keep him in the fight. Big jumps by Yuri, trying to get that kill under tower. He's not able to find it. Big firebomb from Taz, but Huyi coming out of this left side. There's a rotation from Huyi, but not from the Chiron. Here's a 4-on-4 fight here out of this mid lane. Pink Maiden able to pick up that kill on Taz as they're diving onto this Bastet on left side. Yuri looking so low, but Noah able to pick up that kill on Spartan in the mid lane. But look out. We have a very low Alex the First on the red camp. There comes Jonesy. There comes Noah. And down goes Alex the First. There's a 2-for-2 pickup in mid lane, even after Spooky Mars had died, but Camazot's able to pick up that kill on Noah, so that turns into a 3-for-3 if you include Spooky in that first fight. But look out, Jonesy is low as well. Here comes an advantage for the RSL team. A huge rotation from Pink Maiden out to the mid lane, able to do a ton of damage, and that is a 4-for-3 fight in the advantage of Team Camazotz. You gotta feel good if you are Team Camazotz now.
Oh, yeah, you got to feel phenomenal if you're Pink Maiden. The fact that you were able to turn the entire fight around because you, as one person, rotated. That was absolutely crazy. Alex rotates in late. His mid laner's already Spooky's already dead. Like, what do you do? Pink Maiden's just like, hey, I got this, boys. Shows up, kills the Agni, turns the whole fight around, kills the Bastet, kills the Daji. Oh my gosh, it was, whew, it was a lot. It was a lot. I'm lost, man. I'm all over the place. That was crazy.
Yeah, and I mean, you look at those player damage charts, and just off that fight, look at that. Pink Maiden is now #1 on Team Camazotz on that player damage chart.
Mm-hmm. Actually, the Horus is #2. Horus's Camazotz has actually played phenomenally as well. I mean, he's hitting a lot of these twos as well as the one combo and timing it very well. Something I need to see out of Spartan, though, is to be able to use his Bat of the Hell offensively rather than only defensively.
Yes, fully agree. I mean, Camazotz has been playing really well aggressively. I mean, we've seen some of these plays where they've been diving on Spooky, but you look up at the front line and who's the one diving Taz? It's none other than Camazotz was taken on that Horus, as there's a big 3v3 coming out of this mid lane. There's the Bastet ult. Spooky Mars looking low. He has to drop that ult. Yuri's still able to get that kill, just absolutely jumping on. Huge rotation for the solo lane. In comes Cowboy J out of that duo lane. This is a 5-man grouping from Team Taz. They are looking at this Gold Fury on the left side. Oh no, look out, Pink Maiden. There's a big jump, big beads, big fire bombs coming out, and an ult from the Chiron, and an ult from the Geb, and look out. That is Pink Maiden down at the at the cost of 2 ults, but I mean, you gotta take that. But there's the Bat Out of Hell defensively yet again.
Come on, Spartan. Come on, buddy.
Again.
Come on. Now this is dangerous for Alex to be walking up like this. Now they can just insta-kill Alex here. There's 5 people. That's just a Horus and an Achilles.
Ah, man, it's a 5v2 fight as the powwow comes out. Alex using that beats to get away, but Yuri jumps on in. Big damage, but finds 3 of them, so that he's going to back on out. But look out, Spartan is low. Yuri finding that ult yet again. Those cooldowns are low, and they are plentiful as Yuri is able to use his ult for the 2nd time in this sequence. And Alex looking low as well is going to have to back off. Team Taz picking up that Gold Fury essentially for free there, as Alex and Camazotz wanted to try to take it but could not find it. Yuri bullying these back camps, able to take that speed buff away from the Order's side. Just this pressure from this Bastet, level 16, higher than anyone else in this game, has been just so incredibly pressuring out on the solo side of this map.
Hey, if you told me that this Bastet was the jungler, I'd believe you. Look at this build. A Blackthorn into a Transcendence. That is so much power. Just absolutely shredding these squishies. And the fact that he has cooldown on top of cooldown, and I don't know what that is, but I'm going to guess it's a Breastplate of Valor. This dude's just going to be slinging them bad boys.
Yes, fully agree. And, we talked a little bit about how Spartan was able to kind of catch up here. And, as there's a big rotation out of that mid lane, see a jungler and an ADC there, as Spooky is going to fall. Big stuns coming out from Taz on that Agni. But out of this jungle role, Camazotz, our Spartan on this Camazotz really caught up. I mean, you think about it, Noah started this game 4-1 in the first 3 minutes, and now he sits at just 6-3. I mean, going 2-2 here in this later game after getting powwow. What do you make of this kind of way that Spartan's been able to catch back up?
See, the only way I can really see him actually catching up is whenever he did get those kills, and one of them was onto Noah. And oh my gosh.
As there's big damage here out in the right side of this jungle in mid lane. Bat of the Hell being used defensively again. A big powwow coming out is going to pull Pink Maiden in. He didn't have beads, and oh wow, that's the Hui down. Absolutely, just as we were talking about earlier, that powwow is going to punish a no beads Hui, but Spartan able to pick up a return kill on Noah, who was diving just a little too hard on that Daji, but that is a lot of pressure out there. I mean, a bit of a split fight for Team Taz. Look at them on this Fire Giant. Yuri looking low is gonna have to jump away, but Spooky Mars able to find that kill using the charges, and the rest of Team Taz is going to have to back off of this Fire Giant. A split fight. They had 3 on the Fire Giant, 2 pressuring out, but the 2 that pressured out, Yuri and Noah, just uh, got a little overzealous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Yuri probably getting a little too confident after all these other fights. But speaking of confidence, Horace, calm her down.
Horace taking some big rotations up, taking some aggressive pathing, but Alex gonna have to use his beads there to stay out of that CC under tower range. And even though there's only 3 members of Team Taz here, uh, Team Camazotz isn't really able to kind of push up on this. I mean, they're able to stop backs a little bit, but it's a pretty stalematey fight out of this mid lane.
Oh yeah, and you got to look at this level disparity. Three levels at a solo, 1 at a jungle. It's even in mid lane, but like we're looking right here, 4K XP lead, as well as 4.8 gold difference. Like these are little things, and it depends on where they are. It's probably mostly in that solo lane and in that jungle that this difference is there, but that's something you always have to be careful of. If Yuri does rotate, granted he was dead. If he was able to rotate, that whole team probably dead.
Absolutely. And I mean, you look at those XP and gold differences, they were starting to come back for Team Camazotz. Team Taz has just done a really good job of continuing to kind of suffocate in the enemy jungle and really continuing to kind of strip as much farm as possible and find the advantages as there's a big powwow and a pull in from Noah. And that is going to be a big stun from Pink Main, but it's not going to be enough as Noah is able to pick up that kill. The pickoff over in the duo lane goes to the jungler, a 7-4 Daji.
Yeah, in this mid lane, they're playing pretty far up considering they don't know where the rest of their team is.
And a big jump in from Yuri, and he's going to be able to get out pretty safely. But I was talking about how, Team Camazotz was able to make things pretty even there for a little bit. Some of these team fights, even though Team Taz is pretty up, some of them have been going Camazotz's way. Oh, as there's a big ult from Geb, and that's a huge dash out using the ultimate from the Achilles. But there's that aggressive bat out of hell, even though it didn't really do a whole lot. Oh, and Kyron able to find the snipes. Here's the advantage. 5-on-3 fight, pushing up this mid lane as the firebombs come out. Yuri able to get the damage over time kill on Alex the First on that Achilles. They're going to look to push this tier 2 tower. Team Taz absolutely continuing to suffocate as there's another powwow able to grab Spooky Mars. That damage is enough, and Taz is going to find that kill. That's a 3-for-0 team fight, and they're going to grab a tier 2 tower out of this.
They might try to go in the game. Look at this. It's just a horse. It's just a Hoyi. You have your full 5 and a Geb. Oh my goodness. There is. Oh no. They can't do. Oh, horse, get out of there. Oh. Oh my. There he goes. And now we got the Hoyi and the Bastet all coming out. Hoyi having the beads. Oh my goodness. It looks like they're going to step off here.
Sorry, I might have.
Oh. Bonsai. Oh. Hey, look, all this absolute action has broken Bonsai Joe's internet. Absolutely ridiculous. 23-12, 22 minutes in. It's looking kind of rough here for the order side. But what Bonsai was probably talking about here is that Team Camazotz was able to get back up there besides in that solo lane. This whole game, it's been behind in solo, behind. Spartan was able to catch back up, but unfortunately, he's just kind of made a couple of misplays here and there, using Bat of the Hell most of the time defensively rather than offensively, has really lowered their kill potential on a lot of these gods. And I guess it's just going to be me here until we're able to get Bonsai Joe back. And it looks like over here in the solo side, Achilles started to get aggressed on, but nothing really came of that. Looks like they're going to be setting up for this Fire Giant really being able to zone off. Achilles already back, and if they know that, they might just start this Fire Giant. It looks like right now they'll just go for this Pyromancer, call it a day. They should get this pretty much uncontested. Just kidding. Horus thinks he can do something, but Bastet lets him know, you do nothing here but die. Oh, just kidding. Gets out while Horus is able to get out of there. It looks like Fire Giant was not picked up. So I mean, I would say that's pretty useful at the end of the day because they weren't able to get the Fire Giant, but it looks like they're going to go over here to the Gold Fury while Yuri distracts Spartan and a couple of the others. It's a 3v1 over here, but that's a Bastet. That's very safe, God. Granted, Bastet doesn't have gold. Bastet doesn't have all, but as they start pulling Fire Giant, Team Taz does get the Oni Fury, but Yuri's still over here. Oh, and Noah just gets absolutely decimated by Spooky. I don't know exactly what happened, but Spooky's looking hurt, and he needs to get out before he dies. Looks like they're going to try to do a little wrap around here. That Bastet could possibly jump, but Spooky's still over here. It looks like Pink Main's going to dive in on this Chiron and just to eat a couple of bombs from this Agni. And it looks like they're just going to run this sucker down. Amazon's having to use Battle of the Hell defensively once again. Granted, his team has lost Spooky as he did have to back, as well as Pink Maiden dying as he dove in aggressively on this Chiron. A little bit ambitious. Bastet ult coming out, hitting that Horus. They're trying to bully this man. Leave my boy alone. Who is that over here? And Achilles trying to do something to this Bastet. Execute is off the mark, unfortunately. So this could spell the end of this aggression. Agni is pretty hurt, as well as this Bastet. Phenomenal Gab ult to this Camazotz, as well as this Achilles, just pushing these boys back. But that means that Team Taz is not on this Fire Giant. Horus having to ult and taking down Spartan for a kill. Oh, goodness. Just constant fighting. Spooky's back, and Spooky's down to lost a quarter health. Almost half health. Those minions do hit hard. Let's see here. What are we looking at here for builds? Typically, you do see a bit of a defensive build coming out here for mid laners, especially on Zeus. But we don't see any of that. We see a Soul Gem and a dead Spooky. Potentially a dead Horus, but Horus is just so safe. And there he goes. He's just going straight down. Like, for me, they're just kind of fighting just to fight. And as we see here, that's four dead. For what? You didn't get the Fire Giant. You didn't stop them from getting the Fire Giant. All they did was kill you. They're gonna take your tower. If Pink Maiden isn't careful, gonna make it a 5-0 for and a Fire Giant. I'm surprised that they're not gonna wait around those 4 extra minutes for this enhanced Fire Giant, because they are taking these team fights perfectly, splitting them up, taking them off piece by piece. People are getting aggressive. They need to really start. Ooh, sorry. They really need to start thinking about who's going in, who's initiating, and when they're doing it properly. Because Spooky by himself cannot get this dodgy off of him, as well as this Bastet. And Bastet coming out, as well as Battle of the Hell once again defensively. It looks like it's going to be a 3-2 split in favor of, Taz's team, a 3-2 split, as now it's going into a 4-1 possibly. Daji being in mid, as the other 4 are going to try to siege down this right wave. Right Phoenix, sorry. And it looks like Lozado has returned as they're sieging down this right-hand side Phoenix.
I am here to replace the dangerous Bonsai Joe.
Hey, here we go. They're coming straight down, Blizz. Get in there. Let's do this. And it looks like an absolute decimation over here on this right-hand side Phoenix. And they didn't even take the Phoenix. They just killed people.
Yeah, they're just running right through them there on that engagement. It looks like they are poised to end the game with that.
Yeah, I mean, Alex can't feasibly do that much here. They still have Agni bombs. They still have Chiron ult. What are you going to do against this team? Because at the end of the day, they could just backdoor your Titan. Alex is trying his absolute hardest, being able to hold these guys off the best he can and doing it decently.
He's not doing a bad job, but I mean, all he could really do is just extend it there. I think it was inevitable that it was over at that point.
Yeah, 100%. It was unfortunate that we did lose Bonsai Joe, but hey, we got our boy Blizzato, and that's what matters. 32-14 in favor of Team Taz. Now, don't forget, Team Taz is an RUL team. Team Camazotz is an RSL team. All things considered, in Game 1, I think Team Camazotz did a phenomenal job. They just had a couple misplays here, a couple things out of position, a couple people out of position, and it looks like they just need to work around their team a little bit better. And I think they could go toe-to-toe with these boys.
I mean, yeah, it was. They were definitely playing very well mid game. I thought early it was a little bit of a struggle for them, but I thought they bounced back pretty well. They won a big fight around gold at one point. We're looking pretty good. Kind of just at the end, to you, like you said, they just weren't grouping up, getting picked off, and that's kind of what was the end of the game for them.
Yeah, 100%. I need to see more out of Spartan. Spartan, he wasn't really farming. He was going over to solo, trying to get a little bit of pressure over there, but to no avail. He was level 4 trying to fight this Bastet level 6, I think, at the time. So I think he needed to kind of wait around for maybe level 5 or try to look over more towards the duo side for my money. I need to see more out of Spartan.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. He was behind the whole game. I mean, when it ended, I think he was still not even level 20 yet. So he
No.
was definitely playing from behind most of the game. And on Kamazatsu, you don't really want to do that. You need to be hitting your abilities, and if they're hitting and not doing anything, then you kind of just
Yeah.
die.
Yeah, 100%. As we're looking here at the end screen, yeah, Kamazot's 3-7. No, hey, I'm not harping on you, Spartan, but hey, you know what's up. Yeah, this Daji, the unsung hero for me is Taz. He was hitting Agni bombs after Agni bombs, hitting phenomenal stuns, 3-man stuns at some points, and just dumping his entire kit.
Yeah, he was just being allowed to free cast in the back, and Agni that is allowed to do that is going to drop nuclear amounts of damage on you. Obviously, with the alts, especially Chronos Dependent being a premier item on him, I'm assuming that was built. I would hope so anyway.
Right.
Just getting those alts out over and over and over and over, just freely is insane. That's exactly what you want from Agni.
Oh, yeah, and it looks like we're going to go over here to an intermission for game number 2 between Team Taz and Team Kamazots.
And welcome back, Reap Smite League fans. I am here with the one and only Low Shack. Of course, I am Blizzato, aka Mr. Triple Bounce. Tonight we are watching a tournament game, Cama versus Taz. Taz currently up 1-0. Low
Yeah,
Shack, what would you like to see tonight?
I need to see more of Spartan. Like that just has to be what it is. As we're going into here to picks and bans to see if they're going to change up their bans. I doubt that we're going to see a Zeus. I highly doubt that Spooky will go to the Zeus with a Daji being up. I predicted a kill on Spooky, wave 2, boom. And I didn't expect there to be a kill on Spartan, but I got that Spooky kill. I don't care that Daji did it. I did it. All right.
That's a Low Shack special right there, calling out that kill. Well, first off, we see a Tia ban here.
Yeah, we did see that last game. It's definitely just a target ban. I'm convinced. Like, I don't know. It's either that or Taz is terrified of Tiamat, which, I mean, that's valid. Tiamat is deceptively tanky in that ground stance, and she does heal off of minion deaths. I think an air stance? Maybe ground stance? I don't know. I don't play mid. Ugh.
Me either. That's like my third main role now.
Wow.
We also see Geb ban. That's standard there. I mean, obviously Geb's probably the top support still right now. Also a Cleo and Odin ban. Cleo still a top jungler right now. Odin, I think he's fallen off a bit, but definitely can still be very viable in the right hands. And then I definitely like seeing that Bass Step ban there. I think she's probably the best god in the game right now. She pops off in 2 roles. And I honestly think her solo might be better than her jungle.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we just saw out of Yuri, and they just took my boy Spartan's Camazotz away from him. I don't know if this is going to go solo or jungle, but hey, maybe shots at Spartan saying, hey, look at what you did. Let's see what I can do with it.
I have a feeling this is going to Yuri in solo. I'm really not the biggest fan of Cama jungle anymore. I feel like his sustain in solo is just unbelievable, and plus if you build him tanky, he just does not die.
Oh, and a Ganesh. I actually really like this Ganesh into a Camazotz. I mean, he's not able to use Bat out of Hell unless he beads. So, I mean, if you're able to catch him ahead of time with it, then maybe this Medusa, if it is Medusa, is able to pick him off.
Look into my eyes.
Yeah, I definitely like the Ganesha pick into the Camazotz just to help with that. So he can't jump. Hopefully they can chain that up with Medusa Dash or something. Just try to keep this Cama from doing what Cama does.
Oh, 100%. And I just realized that your profile pic is the Water Boy, and Adam Sandler staring straight into my eyes. I don't know what to do.
Well, don't say anything about his mama, Low Shack. I'll tell you that.
Gatorade. But yeah, I mean, who do you think this duo lane's gonna be out of here? At a Cowboy J, we did see Pink Maiden did solo Cowboy J, I think twice, if I'm not mistaken. And
Muffin has been showing out. I've been impressed with Muffin lately. He has been showing out. And for those who don't know, obviously Muffin is Pink Maiden.
Indeed. I actually would have rather have seen that Charybdis. It was hovered. Charybdis is extremely safe. Let's say that a Dharmic Pillars or a Medusa ult comes out. All you got to do is 3 rather than use your Hoyi jump. But I guess it kind of does the same thing at the same time.
I've got my eye on you.
That leaves up Chaos to be able to pick up on a Wheelix.
Wisdom.
I definitely like the Medusa into the Hoyi matchup more, for sure. The Athena pick, the global pressure I like. I mean, as long as they're using the taunt effectively, I guess it's still good. I can think of a lot of other supports that I'm still taking right now. I mean, Athena I guess is always viable, but I think there's definitely better supports out there right now.
Yeah, and it looks like they're trolling us a little bit with that Amaterasu into an Ares hover. And if they do an Amaterasu, I'm going to spit on the ground because I think that god is terrible right now. That one's a bit better.
I mean, we see Alex on this team. We know Alex is a Hell main. Do you think this will be a Hell solo or Hell mid for Spooky?
It could be a Hell solo. Alex builds Hell pretty tanky anyway, always going into that Breastplate of Valor second item on pretty much any mid he does. Just a little shout outs there to Alex. I mean, let's say it is a Camazotz solo. He is able to cleanse the slow out of Camazotz. He is able to keep up the sustain with Camazotz and do a big burst of damage just over and over and over again.
Yeah, I definitely think this will probably go to Alex. I don't know if Hell's the best pick into Cama just because he can just ult and just terrorize Hell. She has no escape
Right.
or anything. She does heal, obviously, yes, but I don't know. I think it's just probably a comfort pick for Alex and just wants to try it out over in the solo lane.
Yeah, Yuri did bully Alex a little bit there. They could maybe potentially just try to set Alex on an island and maybe stick him under tower to say, hey, like let's play for a late game. Your late game sustain is going to be absolutely crazy. We're just going to add an extra backliner to us. Might as well. Ganesh is able to peel fairly well with that silence, just able to do it on multiple different people. And yeah, that's a hell solo.
Yeah, definitely going to be that Hell solo with that Kronos coming out there. That'll be mid for sure.
Pleasure in the crushing of
Well,
one's
I mean, we may
enemies.
not know. That could maybe, that goes. No, Spooky's definitely a Kronos player. That's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, it could be Kronos solo. I would really rather not see a Kronos against a Camazotz.
Yeah, that is
mean,
not good.
Don't get me wrong. Alex is a mid laner, so he is hopefully going to be able to get this Camazotz off of him if it is in solo lane with that 2, but that's on a very long cooldown. Is it 2?
Oh, yes.
Kronos has some weird abilities.
Oh, yeah, Hell's is the cleanse, and then
I was talking about if it was Kronos. Is it the 3 that's the stun?
Oh yes, the 3
Yeah.
is the stun. Yeah,
Kronos
the
is
one.
always that weird god to me because it's like it one
Listen
that timer
to my
is it?
words.
I don't even know, man. Kronos
No,
is-
the 2 is the 2 is the clock, the
See,
timer.
look,
Yeah.
why? Why is the 2 the clock? Tell me, somebody.
Because the one's the circle.
See, no, nope. But I do like this Hunbat's pick a lot. Agni was a big issue. Hunbat's going to be able to stick to him fairly well. Granted, Athena should be able to peel him off decently. Hunbat should have beads. Nobody really is a beads burner on the team besides what a Hoyi one and Agni stun. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's
Athena
really
taunt.
it. Athena taunt, but they do have a decent engage with the Cama and Rav. And then if Athena is engaging too, if they have the damage there right behind them to follow up, I think that they could just destroy anyone on the team. Obviously, they're just going to melt with the damage with the Agni bombs.
Yeah,
Just
my
right
biggest
off
issue
there.
is that if this is Hell solo and he does go tanky, Hell just has a free cleanse for a very large group of people.
Yep.
So it should be in Alex's hands, and if Alex is going to be able to do that, that could spell the end for Team Taz because they just don't have beads burners.
No,
Besides Athena taunt,
yeah.
and that's what you want them not to have beads for.
Yeah, absolutely. And it looks like we are ready to get right into game 2 here.
Ooh, boy, I am ready for this. Let's see here. Ooh, Benevolence again. I hate that item. Terrible item. Don't like it. Unless
Yeah, I
you're playing
never built it
Emoja.
myself. Yeah, I guess Emoja would. I'd probably do that, but yeah, I'm just not a fan of it either. I heard you talking about last time the 5
man.
benevolence meta.
Yeah,
literally,
it's just
literally
like
10 benevolences in one game is just
Yeah.
so boring.
Oh yeah, but my biggest issue is Benevolence has no protections, and that gets you in trouble early game 95% of the time. I feel like because a lot of these supports are gonna go health, the health bots because they almost have to rather than being able to go multis.
Yeah, I just don't see multis being bought anywhere anymore. Because most of the time you're grabbing the hog for
Yep.
support, and then I just rock the 5 health pots. But we see some early aggression over here in the dual lane, getting pushed up there, out clearing.
Yeah, I mean that I feel like that's going to be something that we're going to see a lot of. I mean, it is a Ganesh and an early game Medusa, but Medusa does have pretty decent clear. Alex getting bullied out over there in solo lane, though, having to buy Hog for his blue buff. Ooh.
Oh, we see a nice bounce there coming out. Oh, we got a rotation over here, and we might have an early first blood. They're
That's
coming
good
around.
catch.
They're going on the Ganesh when they should be going on the ADC there. They won't even get the kill. Ganesh gets out free.
Yeah, that looked a lot like some a misplay here, but it looks like Hunbats is going to come in, but it's pre-level 5. I don't like Hunbats ganks before level 5 personally.
I mean, if they're really pushed up and you can make it work, I think if you at least have all 3 of your abilities, you can make it work. But yeah, anything like that, you're really just looking to get that ult online and start dropping it for them fights.
Oh, 100%. And we only see an Agni and the Hoyi going beads. Wait. Yeah. So that should be an easy kill on the Athena and the Camazotz and the Ravana.
Well, Rav and Cama both have the CC immune ults, so they're and also Rob with this too.
there
And
it
we have the
goes.
first blood right here with Spartan getting that.
Uh-oh. Gonna put some pressure on this Agni.
So will he get it? He's Jason? Nope.
Oh,
Did he just blink away
Where'd he
too?
go?
Yep, I think he blinked out.
I mean, I respect it. I mean, this
Had the
Athena
Athena
is
coming
wrapping
behind
around,
him.
and Ravana. He's in a bit of a sticky situation. Doesn't have a lot of mana to work with, and we do see a Camazot's rotating a high for him.
That we
my
do. We
goodness.
might have our second kill of the game here. Looks
Yep.
like it. And it's going to go to Yuri. Rotating
Ooh,
over.
Yeah, but I would say that's worth it. I mean, look at the level difference here.
I think he might be losing his blue for it, though. I do like the rotation for the early kill.
Alex just confirmed his own blue.
Oh, that was his own blue. Oh,
yeah.
sheesh.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's a great rotation by Yuri.
Oh, 100%. And it's Yuri, so that's a phenomenal player to have that kill on top of. He was able to push that lead last game, making it, I think, at one point, a 4-level difference on that Bastet to Achilles.
Yeah, Yuri was definitely putting in the work last game, and he's already starting to show that again this game.
Yeah, I mean, how do you feel about a Kronos? I mean, Kronos is a late-game god, as well as a Hunbats. Do you think a Hunbats is a mid or a late-game god in your mind?
I think once he hits 5, he's kind of just, that ult, how he uses it, how it gets used, how many people is he hitting, how many beads is he pulling, do they have the beads? Kronos, he's good at about 30 minutes is when he comes online, once that passive, stacks up. I mean, if he gets ahead, he can definitely be a problem. But I don't think he's very meta pick. I think obviously that was just a more comfort pick for Spooky.
Yeah, I respect it. I mean, after last game, you need that comfort because they just kind of got bullied out. I mean, I would rather see comfort than meta, for sure.
Absolutely. Especially, we're not at the highest level of competition. I mean, these are definitely some good players and on good teams, but you don't have to play meta every game, especially if you're not comfortable with that pick. And we got an alt dash coming in from Muffin here. Will he pick up the kill? Oh, he nails the spit.
No way.
Cowboy J makes it out with 1 HP.
Oh my goodness! No, that had to have been like 6 or 7 as he was running away. That is absolutely unfortunate over there for the dual side. Goodness, that was. Whew. I mean, I was kind of suspicious about that. I didn't see if Ganesh hit level 5 to try to secure that kill or not, but it's unfortunate he was not able to.
Yeah. Oh, well, we definitely have a kill here, though. Spartan just extremely out of position up here still. Gets it done by 3.
Wow. This isn't the same jungler from last game, is it? Eco. I don't quite. So, yeah, this is a different jungler, and it does show no figure to Eco. Just these different rotations. They're trying to play out a duo over repeatedly, and oh my goodness, Agni, get out of there.
Oof. Just getting his health bar deleted, but he's still around here trying to steal this red buff. With those, you can always do that.
Oh yeah, big time.
I might even get the kill. Yep, Athena with the nice rotation over. They get the kill.
Yeah, Athena ulted for it. I mean, hey, I think it's always worth if you're able to either pick up a lot of farm, push some farm back, or get the kill to Athena ult. It's always a shame when you Athena ult and they're like, hey, yeah, this is over. We're not fighting anymore. Sorry, guy.
Yeah, it's a shame when it just gets wasted, but it just feels so good when it actually gets used and you get a kill off of it, just like that.
Oh, 100%. We do see this Hunbats, unfortunately, at the very bottom of the leaderboard here for XP per minute, even though the Ravana did die twice. So is this Hunbats, but the Hunbats has 2 kills, so I don't know exactly what's going on there with farm. But we need to see him pick it up a little bit.
I'm not sure if his backs are just getting stolen on cooldown here. Or what? Or yeah, the farm there is oof. That is rough.
It definitely is. I mean, hey, but it is what it is at the end of the day. Something I want to point out is this meditation at a solo lane. How do you feel about it? I'm personally not a fan of meditation at a solo. I mean, like, it is useful. I mean, but both these gods are very heavy and sustained. Granted, Hell would like it for the mana, but I don't really see it being more beneficial than, let's say, a Blink or a Curse Donk.
I actually think the meta on both of them is very good, but as you see here, we got a 3v2 going to mid lane. Nothing really coming of it. Nalt was dropped the Dharmic Pillars from Camazot's there, but kind of just a hey, what's up? Nothing else really happened. Got Monkey just sitting around the corner, just scouting out, waiting to see if they're gonna stick around here. He's got all up.
Oh, there he is.
No, he does
Okay.
not have ult up. And he gets taunted.
Yeah, there he
Oh,
goes.
what
Oh!
are they doing? That's some insane damage from Agni coming out there into that taunt. We have ult in from Eco here. Onto Spooky. Gets deleted by Taz.
Yeah, that is a
And they're
little
out of there.
interesting to me that he Ravana altered the Ganesh, but then immediately thought, hey, let's just kill this Kronos. I wonder if that was maybe a little bit of a oversight in his mind, but hey, Pink Maiden, he's over here invading purple, so he's got to
Yeah,
be careful. Yeah, Ravana coming over here high
yeah,
towards his own purple.
Muffin is definitely making his presence felt over here. I feel like they should. Muffin's over here doing very well. I think they should try to be playing through Muffin and get his lead even bigger as he dives in here
Gosh.
trying to get another solo kill.
Yeah, he's playing really
Oh, but
aggressive,
we
and here they
see,
come out of the
very
jungle.
aggressive with no wards behind him.
Yeah, I mean, this was just an oversight. Yeah, he knows there's nothing
Yeah,
he
he
can
knows.
do here.
He knows he's dead.
Yeah, it's quite unfortunate. Hey, you have to buy wards. I don't know if we can look
Yep.
here at wards placed, but I don't know if he hadn't backed yet or what, but he has to buy wards. If these people are going to gank him over and over, yeah, one ward place, but you should already have 3 wards. You get free ones.
At least 3 wards placed already, my man. Especially if you're going to keep pushing up like that. I understand it's one thing if you're just beating them, but eventually they're going to rotate on you. They will learn and they will come over.
It looked like it was a solo kill in the jungle there for Spartan on this Ravana.
Oh, that's a good kill for him coming back with that early gold deficit we saw there. That's a huge kill for him.
Yeah, 100%. But we do see his back's up. He needs to get out of this mid lane, start farming again. I don't want to see him go left. I don't want. There he goes. He needs to go to his right, clear his speed and his backs.
Not sure why he's going there to split a back camp with his mid laner when his entire,
Especially whenever it's a Kronos, you need to get that Kronos ahead.
Yes.
Granted,
Yes.
I mean, Pink Maiden, he's playing phenomenally. So you have 2 absolute phenomenal choices: either the guy that's already ahead, or get the guy that will win you the game late.
Oh yes.
So I mean, either one. But what he's doing right now is doing neither.
No, like you said earlier, he was kind of just sitting around in mid, not doing anything, and then he just goes to the side with no farm, and we still see he's only made it through. We see a big engagement here. We got the pillars drop. Spooky just says bye to Eco there, as he gets out with his life. Ganesh is still trying to put up a fight for some reason. Just need to get out of there, my man. Oh, we got a big ult though with bleeds burned on the Agni, and he gets out. Not really sure if I like that ult there. But they got the beads at least.
Yeah, it got the beads. It got them off the Ganesh. That Ganesh had a phenomenal Dharmic Pillars, catching that Ravana on that line, just doing massive amounts of damage, and allowing that Kronos just to throw one over and just finishing it off. I don't know if it was Bestow, but
Alex gets caught out here.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. In his own jungle, I doubt he had any of that warded. No, there was no real way for them to know. I don't know what he was doing.
They've got a couple over there, but I'm not too sure what happened there. What the call was, or why he was just
it was a weird rotate. Maybe
nowhere.
he was rotating in. Maybe
and he just got caught out. Yeah.
Here comes the Ravana once again, but it looks like they have a ward over here in the Gold Fury pit as the Ravana keeps walking back over it, and Pink Maiden is playing a little safer.
Yep, looks like they're gonna get the Gold Scorp here for free.
Yeah, I mean, this is a good. I like this call from Team Taz here. I mean, they're up in gold. No, they're not. They're down in gold actually. Wow. Even though Spartan is not farming up to his best capabilities, they still are up, even though they're down in kills. So somebody's farming somewhere, and it's probably Pink Maiden.
They may be up. I mean, it's a 200 gold difference. This game couldn't be more even at this point.
Right, yeah. I mean, there was that Gold Scorpion dropped. I wonder who's going to start getting a bit more ward presence around the Gold Fury.
It did take till almost 11 minutes to get that first Scorpion drop. Fire Scorp is still on the map as well, so there are still some objectives out there.
Yeah, I really don't want to see Chaos drop the Fire Scorp. They don't really have anything to confirm it in case they try to sneak it. Even we have seen some wards not placed properly here, and so I'm a firm believer of, hey, if we're losing fights or we don't have a lot of secure, let's not drop this Fire Scorp. Let's not lose the big objective to something dumb,
For sure. That's always a call that you can make as a team. I really want them to get over here and go for this gold. Try to get a pick on the ADC over here. Muffin's huge. Ooh, we see Alex
Ooh.
go down in his
Wow.
tier 2.
That's
It looks like
unfortunate right
they're
there.
just getting dove hard.
Yeah, 100%. We do see Yuri up here, two levels up. Granted, Alex did die and was just ganked, so it's understandable. It looks like they're over here fighting this not Camazotz, this Hunbats in his own jungle. Leave this man alone. Let him farm.
Yuri is just a absolute menace on this Camazotz right now, and I knew he would be. Like I said earlier, I think Cam is way better in the jungle or in solo than jungle, just because it's sustained. We got some tomfoolery going on over here between the two supports.
Hey man, they're just vibing. They're here like, hey, what do we do? Our team's dead or our team's farming. We might as well just hang out and let our team farm up. Yeah, man, why not, right? This is a friendly preseason match, so a lot of these players have played together in the past. Just saying, hey.
Absolutely nothing wrong with doing that either.
Oh, 100%. Now, something that is overlooked a lot is this green buff. I think it's useful-ish. How you feel about it?
Seeing engagement, a couple of ults coming out. Agni bombs just dropping on Alex, who was just CC'd to death there. Yuri getting that kill, but Agni was just dropping the nukes right there.
Yeah, that was absolutely insane. Agni being able to put out so much damage. Already finishing 2 items, working on his 3rd.
Oh, we got a Chrono Assault pull here, and I do not agree with that call right now. You just threw yourself into a terrible position. Punchy gets the kill on Taz. Unbelievable. And Pink Maiden also picks up a kill here.
Is he going to get out?
But then Cowboy drops
no way.
Spartan. Ooh, Spooky goes down.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
Oh, we got a big ult here from Muffin. What's he going to do? What's he going to do?
He's going to be able to get out.
Ooh. He makes it out. Hell to the rescue. Let's see if they can turn this around here. They got a little 3v1 coming here. Oh, we got Cama comes in, Athena comes in. I feel like they just got baited.
Oh yeah, that's unfortunate for this Ganesh. Just getting
the
baited
bounce
in there.
But Yuri with the cleanup. 4-0-2. Yuri out of that solo lane on the Camazotz, and he is just making his presence felt yet again. 3 levels up. He is ahead of everyone except Pink Maiden, who is also level 14. But I definitely think the Camazotz has had much more presence on this map so far. Yet again, Yuri, and also Taz, he has just been dropping damage like crazy. Free casting again on this Agni. Dom, can you take us to the damage charts, please, my good sir?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Ooh, 14 minutes in.
9100 already. Yeah, I mean, he's just free firing ults over and over and over again, and just getting set up from his team, and he's just making it happen.
Yeah, 100%. Something that I'm surprised to see is this Hunbats' damage. Spartan. I mean, he's putting in the damage. He's trying to put in that work that we weren't able to see last game. I like him a lot more on this Hunbats. I gotta say.
He's definitely looking a lot better, a lot more comfortable. I just think he needs to work on his farming. Is really what I'm seeing. I think he's a level or 2 up right now, and this game could be looking a hell of a lot different.
Oh yeah, I mean, even though he's not farming to the best, he's still 1 level up on this Ravana here, and here we go.
We see Team Taz pulling the Gold Fury here. Will they secure it? Oop, they pull it off. Medusa with the kill. They're off of it. We see Chrono Assault. Ooh, nice bounce there from Cowboy J. And we see Agni just throwing autos at this point, hoping to get some PL from his teams. Who's that in the back line? Athena gets out. She's at 0 HP. Medusa with the Aegis running away, trying to get out. Spartan 0 HP, also trying to get out. Dodges the Agni. Medusa dashes out. They're still chasing.
What is Kronos doing? What are you doing, buddy?
Kronos?
What are you doing?
Is he going to get the kill again? He does. This is spooky passive. Get yourself out of position, turn around, kill. This is just absolutely insane. He might get out of Oh, God. No way. He gets out of this one.
Way.
The moves he succumbs to the Agni bomb.
Yeah, this Agni is deceptively dangerous. I mean, 1 second you're full health, the next second you're dead. You just got dumped 3 bombs right on top of your forehead. That was This Agni is nasty. He needs to be stopped, but how are you gonna do it? I mean, we did see that Hunbats go ult on him, and Agni just left. He didn't even have to use beads. So
Yeah,
I
he's
don't
still
know.
got both relics after that.
I don't know if
Almost
he
a
missed the
2-minute
ult.
long engagement there. I mean,
Yeah.
to still have both relics come out of that up 4K. I mean, he just absolutely carried that fight right there and was
yeah.
just he's playing out of his mind right now. Taz is just going off.
I mean, even though they're up a substantial amount in kills, they're not too far up in gold here. So I have to give it to Pink Maiden. I know it's Pink Maiden farming. He's just farming his butt off back to back to back. He is going hard. He's still 1 level up. Even though this Hoi hasn't died yet, he's still 1 level up on him.
And they do have 2 levels in the jungle. Hunbots is also up 2 levels here. But yeah, I mean, that fight definitely went the way of Taz there. But
Yep.
they're almost, I mean, the gold lead is 500.
Oh, yeah. I mean, at the
That's
end
really
of the day,
nothing at 17
yeah.
minutes.
you could close your eyes and be like, yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah,
I
that's,
mean,
I mean,
maybe
that's really
half an
nothing.
item on somebody, or not even a half, 1 single tick of the item, and it looks like they're gonna try to sneak a gold. Oh, okay.
They thought about it.
Yeah, they
So
pulled
they,
it. Pink Maiden did get that Trogger though, so maybe alerting
Yeah.
his team, unfortunately. But they had it. Ori's. I don't know what they were doing then. Crazy. These guys are crazy.
They're just out here, you know, scrumming it up. Here we go. We might have Athena too far.
Oh,
And we
good
got the dash. Oh, the firebomb onto connects. Oh, they're just running them 1 by 1 here. This is not good. Oh, but Athena is still in the backline, just taking heavy damage. And that down goes Eco. Agni bombs in on top of Ganesh. That's probably going to be an ult from Medusa and gets to very low. Alex gets a kill onto the Athena. Muffin with the huge double kill. We have a 3 for 2 right now.
Uh-oh.
Eco with the kill
It's
onto
2v2.
Alex. Dives in. We got a big 2v2 here. We got, Eco takes down Alex on the hell. Will they chase out this kill or go for the gold? I think they should definitely just pull gold here for sure. Yep.
I think that both of these guys can do it. They don't have any attack speed, and this Camazotz isn't actually as tanky as you would expect.
I think
but I guess,
this healing is going to be more than enough.
yeah. And granted, Ravana doesn't really need too much tankiness, as he does get shield off of every 8 hit. Oh, they go off of it.
Spooky, what are you doing here? Oh,
Oh,
you really just hate to see that.
yeah. And they got Athena all out of it, so now they can just go
Yeah.
right back
And
to
now
the
it's
Gold Fury.
Yep, and it barely even got reset. How nice.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. And now guess what? Camazotz gets to zone.
And
Perfect.
look who's full health already. Camazotz.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, he was eating some puddles over there. But
His healing is his healing is just absolutely insane. He's got the CAD shield online now too. So out of combat healing, I mean, if that guy can dive you down to 10%, run behind a wall, drink a pool for 5 seconds, and he's right back into that fight.
Oh yeah, it's going to be an absolute ridiculous thing if people are able to keep him in check, which they clearly haven't been able to. I mean, he has died a single time. We need to see him shut down, as well as Taz. I mean, Taz is a menace. So for me, they have to target Taz and Yuri.
Yeah, Taz and Yuri are definitely putting the team on their back right now, and just doing the most. I mean, you see right there, Taz with 18-4 player damage, 6K ahead of the next closest person, who is Muffin, who is also just doing the most to just try to will his team to a win here.
Yeah, I mean, he is. Muffin has gone into this crit. I mean, as expected, this is pretty standard build for ADC. It's pretty boring. Gotta be honest.
I agree. I've been building the same thing for 2 months.
Ugh, goodness. Oh, a whole yeet.
Oh,
don't really like that one.
No.
But hey,
just we got the Ganesh ult. Huge monkey out there, sends 5 running, but no follow up on that. You really don't like to see that. That was a massive ult for Monkey there.
Yeah. Oh.
Is he gonna get the dive kill? Who he gets out? See, I think now's the time you gotta take out Yuri now. He's got no ult. We've seen the back. Alex is trying to fight a 1v3 here. Gets the kill onto Cowboy J. Oh, but now he's got the other 3 here. Just hate to see that. And he picks up a kill, but at what cost?
Yeah. Ooh, was that beads from the Ganesh? That is unfortunate.
Oh, Muffin takes the left Phoenix. We didn't even see that happen.
What in the world? Is he gonna? I don't even know if the other team knows. They're keeping him there at the
anybody knew that.
Doing
Insane play by
Pyromancer.
Muffin. absolute galaxy brain play. Another kill there for Yuri. But at this point, they get a pyro for their Phoenix.
You know what? I was about to say, wait, the
And
Hun
they
bat
don't even
stole
get it. The Hun
Or-
bots actually steals it.
Oh
This
my
is a huge play from
gosh.
Chaos. Just what is Order thinking right now? I mean, I think they're just
I don't
almost
know. I
showing
mean,
zero respect and just diving these guys just to fight. They're just fighting to fight at this point. While
yeah.
you know, Muffin just marches down the entire left side and takes your Phoenix for absolutely free.
You know, honestly, I think Muffin could at least half health that Titan before they were able to back because they decided to take the Pyromancer rather than protecting their own Titan.
Yeah, I mean, he very well could have pushed in right there. I don't think anybody, was
He had
back.
a minion wave, so I'm
Yeah.
surprised he didn't try to risk it for the biscuit. You know what I'm saying?
I think they might have just said, "Great job, Muffin. Let's get the hell out of there now."
Yeah, more than likely. And that he did what he was supposed to do. Maybe they were like, hey, we're gonna lose this team fight no matter what. We're out of position. Muffin just keep pushing and we'll see how it goes. And
Yeah.
honestly, it worked out for him.
Absolutely did. I mean, and they stole the pyro. So
Yeah.
they got both things out of that for what? An Alex death?
An Alex
mean,
death and a Ganesh relic, and I think that was it.
I will trade a death for a Phoenix and pyro any day of the week.
Oh yeah. I don't know if he took tier 2 as well, maybe. I don't quite remember if there was a tier 2 still up, but tier 1 and 2 up.
He actually took tier 1 and 2. Some insane info from Dom there. He's literally farmed the entire lane down on them with no rotation. They just said, "Okay, Muffin, go ahead."
Yeah, he has full Deathbringer now and was able to upgrade his starter.
Yeah, he is full build already at 23 minutes. If this man is about to cause some havoc.
Uh-oh, here we go. We're looking for this fire giant fight.
Yeah, 5 slotted. I actually see I usually just see Deathbringer and assume it's last.
Okay, so
Phonaton onto the Ganesh there. Is that a Ganesh?
No. It was a med out of
Beast just came up. We have almost all relics up for everyone. Yuri just missing med here. I think that's about it. Aegis for Kronos. But I think we're about to see our first fire dance here. Dash in from... I don't like that at all. And there's his ult. And beads down. Both relics for Muffin down. And ult.
There's a Hun bet still,
and
though.
He still comes out with the kill, though. This man is absolutely cracked.
Oh, yeah. And he's just going to heal up. They have the hell, and he has LC. Look at him. Yeah. He's almost full health.
He's already almost full health again, and they might catch this back here. Oh, was he caught in store?
Shopping.
Athena's gonna get out. I think he was window shopping for a little bit there.
Oh no.
Oh, they're pushing him out now. That was a great and insane play right there. I think they should have all dove, but it looked like Eco just dove by himself and kind of just got baited there. I think you see Medusa blow everything. I think you just dive that hard and you just win the fight.
100%.
And we see Taz gets a kill onto Spartan here. They're just blowing their advantage here. We saw the Fire Giant pull. We see a Chronos ult come out. Chronos. And Pink Maiden with another kill onto Jonesy here. He is just doing the most.
Oh no.
Oh, a double kill for Muffin. Can he make it to triple, or will they go for fire? Fire will be the call.
Oh, that left Phoenix does respawn. Minions were not pushed out properly, but hey, for a Fire Giant, I'll let a Phoenix respawn.
Yeah, they should be we see Yuri show up here to be the menace he is, but they get it pretty free. Yuri is just not healthy enough to get up in there, and I think he should be able to get out with his life. Ooh, some good damage there from Alex.
Close.
But Yuri does make it out.
He doesn't have any fully built magical dedicated defense besides that CAD shield being the only source of defense fully built.
That's only 35. He's going to take some heavy damage still. They just got to get some CC chain on him, take care of Yuri, and I think that they win these fights. I mean, Muffin is just putting the team on his back right now and just absolutely willing this team to a victory at this point.
Oh, 100%. What do you think this last item's going to be? Do you think it's going to be a Kins or an Exy?
I want to say it's going to be a Kins. I feel like they're just a real tanky. Even the Rav is starting to build some defense now. I mean, not a lot, but I mean, it's still tanky. I wouldn't be surprised if it was also the Exy either. I think either would be fine. I think maybe you go the Kins just because Yuri has that crit defense. Athena could still build it.
Yeah.
Just so you get that extra damage on there as well with your autos.
Yeah, honestly, whenever somebody as big as Muffin is building crit, I would probably stop building into my what is that item called? I don't know, that cooldown item that Athena's building into.
Fail that.
I probably would have gone into the spectral immediately. Just said, forget that item. Give me that
Oh.
spectral. No more Pridwin. I don't need that. Give me spectral. I don't want to die.
I mean, that cooldown on Athena feels
It
so
is
good
nice.
once you get it. I
It
mean,
is
and
nice.
he waited 3 whole items to get that going, so you know he's been hurting.
Oh, yeah. Also, I don't know if we're going to be able to look at here the player healing. Alex has gone fully defense besides this Chrono spend at 6K. Oh, Athena, you have 4K healing?
Healing done. Oof.
Wow.
Yeah, that
Meditation
med.
and that benevolence.
Is there Benny? Yeah.
Yeah,
And
wow.
we see
Good for
we
you.
see Team Cama here. They got all tier 2s gone, and I think they're looking to push down that right Phoenix yet again.
Yeah, it looks like they could be possibly caught out over here. There are 2 of them up a little bit. Ooh, Agni hits hard, man. Agni is one of those that's just like, they got an Agni, and then you get hit with a bomb. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
He's just one of those level 5 guys. Once he gets that ult rocking, I mean, it's just crazy. You just don't think it's going to hit you for that much, and then all of a sudden you get hit by 2, 3 bombs, and you're just deleted.
Yeah, 100%. We need to see more out of Cowboy J here on this defense.
We see the engage here. Oh, they back off a little.
I don't mind this. They have the hell. They can sit here all day if they really want to.
Oh, absolutely. Just keep pushing in wave after wave. I mean, yes, they can wait here all day, but they need to just push in and get it, and then do that in another lane to allow them fire minis to push up.
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing a 4-1 split here, trying to push
Me
up
either.
that mid-wave.
Absolutely. As they walk in again, we don't see any ults dropped yet. No real engage. Medusa takes a little bit of damage there, getting dove on by Yuri in the back, but taking almost 0 damage. Medusa ult comes out. We see the Hoi Yi ult get dropped. Not really taking, just zoning at this point. Ganesh ult finally dropped in this fight on almost nobody. Yuri and Eco are pushed out to the right. They are sustaining up in the back from the hell currently, and this fight, it looks like they're about to just go right back in. A lot of ults wasted on that. Yuri's down. Hoi Yi Sun's down. Ganesh Pillars. Medusa Stare down. But it looks like they're just going to still get this Phoenix for free. And now, they're pushing in hard. Just absolutely deletes him off the map. And they're just pushing in. I think they just go for the end here.
Yeah, 100%. Hunbat's ult is going to be coming up here soon, so they might just try to push in for the mid, as none of the other alts are available at the time.
I don't know. Muffin is just absolutely destroying these guys right now. They almost got baited right there into Death Corridor. I don't know if you take that exit out right there with an Athena.
Yeah, I mean,
Athena Agni combo waiting for you.
Oh, yeah, and they do it pretty well, as we see here with this Agni being 32k damage 30 minutes in.
Still 8k up on Muffin, who we have seen just over and over again, just putting in huge work in these fights. And Taz is also just dumping damage down on these guys, and right now it's just not enough. I mean, Chaos is taking it to him right now. Cama is playing well, and Muffin has just been the catalyst for this.
Oh, yeah, but hey, you said 30 minutes for this Cronus to get online. He's 30
there.
minutes. And look at this. This damage has gone. He's just skyrocketed from being one of the bottom on his damage charts to being number 2 for his team. And it's only going to get better. I'm pretty sure Cronus passive is 50 minutes for it to be fully effective, which is stupid.
Yeah, that's 100 extra power right there.
But yeah, I mean, like, look at that. It's just
all right.
This god could be a menace.
Absolutely. I mean, he's got the 60 power just from his passive right now. We got the Fire Giants started up, and they are showing up for the defense. I think you have to at this point with EFG.
Well, 100%. There's no way you could give any of this up for free.
Yeah, I mean, unless there's a literal wave on your... we see the Medusa ult coming in again. Miss on nobody. They get taunted in, but no follow-up damage. Spooky with the kill onto Jonesy. Big kill there. Yuri ult already down. There's 5 diving. Nobody's helping Yuri here, and he's just going to die for free.
Wow. That is...
They are grouping up and playing as a team and winning these fights, and they are looking very good.
Oh, yeah. I mean, That had to have been just misplays from Yuri or miscommunication from Yuri. As this Ravana still has ult, so he should have been able to get back there if that's really what the call was.
Sheesh. That Agni.
Oh
But
yeah.
yeah, Yuri was just in there fighting, and he had 5 guys on him, and nobody was around to help. Oh, did he get it? Nope.
I'm still up.
And
Oh, there
they
we go.
secure it. Okay, well, they got EFG. Let's see. Oh, big monkey out. They just hung around too long. And we will
Yeah.
see Kaz go down, and Bravo will get out for now.
Yeah, honestly, I
think-
don't think they should chase him at all. I mean,
No, I
especially
think
with
he
this
just
thing
go
ult,
right to
just go
Titan.
straight.
Yeah, it
just go
doesn't
straight
matter.
down the lane. I mean, Yuri's still down.
Yep.
Cowboy J is back up, and he does have ult, so it's not going to be as free as you first expected it to be. Possibly, but there is a mini
they're
wave in
just
there.
walking right through just to go in. I think that's a good call. You have EFG, you got Kronos, Medusa who can just melt that. But they're putting up a good fight here. They're holding on.
Oh,
Oh, they got a kill, but down goes the Titan, and game 2 goes to Cama's team.
Yeah, I mean, hey, this
And
is
they
an
look good.
RSL team. This is an
They look good.
RSL team beating an RUL. That
Yes.
is phenomenal for this
Be it a
RSL team.
preseason tournament or not.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
know their confidence is just like, let's go! You know?
Absolutely. It feels good. It feels good to beat a team that you should not be beating. Well, some would say, but they definitely played much better as a team. They were grouped up, just playing all together. And Yuri was just diving by himself there. He got a big lead at the beginning, but everyone else just caught up, and he couldn't just dive by himself anymore.
Yeah, this dude died only 2 times, and honestly, that last death, the most crucial death, in my opinion, in the entire game. He unfortunately did dive by himself and was killed, and after that, they were able to snowball off this. Look at the hell, 14k player healing, being able to heal almost as much as this Hoyi's damage in total.
Oof.
I don't know if they might look to ban this hell. I mean, they had a lot of sustain outside of fights.
They did. And with that game 2 victory for Team Cama, we are going to take it to an intermission. We will be right back. Welcome back, Reap Smite fans. Here we have a 1-1 matchup in this preseason tournament against Cama and Taz. And game 2, Cama looks really good.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I mean, considering that the level not level disparity, the quote unquote skill disparity between RUL and RSL is looking to be a little blurred right now. I'm just saying. RSL team just took an RUL a match off an RUL team, and
They sure did.
it was pretty solid. I mean, granted, it was off the back of Muffin as well as a Spooky late game, but if you're able to play out of these two players, just keep going for it, man.
Absolutely, play through your carries. And they did. Muffin showed up and showed out. He was a catalyst behind, I think, that entire second half of that game there, every team fight, he was just putting in damage, getting 1 or 2 kills every fight, just making his presence felt. I think a lot of times, though, he was getting bailed out by his team, who was always there, because there was a couple times where he went up and blew his ult and got nothing out of it, and kind of put himself out of position a little, but his team was there to have his back, and he had theirs. And then Spooky also, he got that Chronos to 30-plus minutes, so Chronos passive activated, and he's going to be putting out that damage as well.
Hey, I mean, whenever Spooky is playing Chronos, he might as well have 2 separate passives. Or he's got an early game passive to where he's going in, killing somebody for his own life. I mean, granted, sometimes it's not worth it, but he's doing it, all right? As we go here to picks and bans to see if that Hell or Chronos or the Medusa is banned.
I definitely might think they have to. I don't know. I mean, I feel like Muffin was doing it all in game 1 as well. Maybe just not as much. I feel like Muffin's definitely been showing out. He's done it on 2 different gods now. So I'm not really sure if you're going to throw a ban at him, but we do see that Hell ban there. Alex was showing out on that Hell. That's a staple pick for him. He always makes it look good. See an Artio ban, that's obviously self-explanatory. She has 15 moves, and half of them do some sort of CC for you or healing. Odin always a solid ban right now. I mean, I don't think he's at the top 3 solo laners currently, but he's definitely still good. Tiamat coming out, I think, like you said before, that's just against Spooky there. I don't think anybody really extremely fears the Tiamat anymore. It's still a good pick, but it's not just what it was. Bastet, agree, absolutely, get that out of there. 60% win rate in ranked. Cleo, another great god ban. But we see the Gab goes unbanned and gets thrown over to Camazotz to play with.
Yeah, this could already spell the end. I mean, Amazon's team, no matter what the rest of the draft looks like, just having that Gab, the extra shielding, you might as well have half an extra health bar just sitting in a back pocket on a 12-second cooldown. It's pretty solid.
Yeah, you get that Pridwin going on Geb, and them shields are just coming out all the time. I mean, if he can get 2 shields out in one fight, that's just absolutely massive.
Oh yeah. Not even to mention his ultimate, and as well as his 2. I mean, that knockups are humongous in the game because you can't really beat them effectively unless you pre-do it.
Oh, we do actually see a Cama pick again, but it won't be for Yuri this time. Yuri does not seem to be playing this game. We do have a couple subs here. Looks like Akivo in the solo lane and Alyssa at support. And while Jonesy moves to the jungle role.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they had to go, or maybe they're getting in their starters now. I don't exactly know what happened. Hopefully it wasn't a rage like, hey, we lost to RSL players, but it might have been. But we see an Osiris picked up. Now, you mentioned top 3 solo laners. I assume Mulan, Achilles, but who is number 3 in your mind?
I think it's those 2. And then I definitely like Osiris, but I think you also have to know how to play Osiris and know how to position with Osiris. And that just makes him immensely more valuable to your team. The AMC, you think that's for Spooky? And it also looks like Alex has moved over to the carry role. I am very interested to see how this goes.
Wow. I don't know. Knowing Alex, I know he likes AMC. I know he does. I've seen him play it, I think, once or twice. But, I mean, AMC's looked really good in the mid lane. Grant, he looks good anywhere you put him. You throw him in solo, you still have an AMC at the end of the day.
Very true. That 30% prot tread is just game-changing at the end. That Achilles will be there, and then that Achilles won't be there,
Oh, speaking of Achilles, though, that's an Achilles solo Camazotz jungle. We did talk about earlier that you don't really like Camazot's jungle.
I mean, it's always nice having Camazotz on your team.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know. I just think his stronger role is the. So I mean, we may see Achilles jungle Camazotz solo as well. Very very well could see that. We see the Oleron ban followed by the Chiron. I definitely like that Oleron ban. I think if they give that to the AMC Gab Osiris combo there, that can be a pretty nasty team fight situation you have on your hands there.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, Alex is a mid laner by trade, I'm pretty sure. So, I mean, the Oleron ban just makes sense. It's a mage. Alex can possibly play this in carry, but how valuable do you think Freya is right now? She is the only mage ADC besides Kronos that hasn't been picked and or banned. Well, like, do you think that she's even?
I think you have to get her ahead. I think that we all know Freya from behind is just poses zero threat to your team whatsoever. You can basically just W key her at that point. Other than that, though, if she is even on pace or a little ahead of you, she 4-shot could auto you just to death. Those autos just be hitting. But we will see a Crib just pick them up. Very safe pick, but also can play it aggressively. I'm a big fan of the ult. Actually, I like the mechanic of it. I hate the 3 giving a hunter complete immunity to everything. Not a huge fan of it, but
it's ridiculous.
She's pretty solid hunter all around, and not a terrible pick into what's out there so far. Gets you out of the possible Cyrus 3 stun if you stay in that circle long enough. Can get you out of the Yamus and Cobb slows and all of his crazy B stuff that he does, you know.
Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, like you were talking about her all.
This is one tail you don't want to chase, darling.
Okay.
What? Hello? Is Sarkette? Where'd you come from, my friend?
I like it.
Really?
Yeah, into the soul Cama. Achilles, that anti-healing.
The anti-healing is really nice, especially the explosion upon death. But
we're gonna see this
see the Sarkette often.
No, not really too often in the comp play. I mean, you gotta have a pretty good Sarkette, and you gotta be hitting that taunt.
Oh yeah, I also don't really like Sarkette from behind, and we haven't really seen Spartan do a lot of farming. I mean, granted, Sarkette from behind will normally transition, or even late, will transition more into a tanky one, or unless you got really far ahead, then you'll just see a crit Sarkette. Yeah.
But we see that spooky Kronos again. It looks like we'll be seeing another 30-minute game here potentially.
Yeah, definitely. It definitely could be. I mean, is it spooky Kronos or is it?
It's gotta be
AMC.
I don't think that they would just take the Kronos skin to not give it to spooky, but the Gilgamesh here.
That is terrible. Wait.
So yeah, I'm. Oof.
That's a lot of damage.
It might be a lot of damage. It's either Achilles or Gilgamesh. Yeah. We'll see who plays that.
If I see a Camazotz support, I'm gonna throw this lap.
Oh yeah.
I tell you what.
I think we're just gonna F6 this one ourselves. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like we're out of here. But no, I mean, Gilgamesh just changes a lot. I mean, Gilgamesh is able to build tanky and still be able to use his one to just shred you down because it's percent of his health. He just smacks a Gaia, he just does an extra like 3%. It's ridiculous. But I actually don't mind Sarkette into a Gilgamesh. He starts to do his drop kick, she sends out her 2. He starts to do a drop kick, she bolts out of there with a 1. He ults and she 3s. Like she has multiple different ways to get out of this. You don't normally see her. I don't really like her that much, but I don't think there's really much around that can hold her down.
All right, it looks like we're ready to get into game 3 here. It's all on the line to go to the finals of this tournament. That means absolutely nothing. Let's go to game 3 now.
Actually, this is the first game of the tournament, so this is to go to semifinals. So
this is still wasn't the first round yesterday?
This is first round.
This is still first round. Yeah, this one happened.
Yeah.
Last night.
My man Blizz, he's
sorry.
Out here. He's out there.
I am mistaken.
Floating on a cloud.
I am mistaken. That is my bad, guys. Totally forgot about that. Well, they get to lane first here. Always important to get that pressure in duo. You get that pressure in duo, things usually go well for you.
Okay, I know I was just crapping on mid in solo, but I actually wouldn't mind to see it out of this Camazotz rather than the beads. I wonder if it's the beads for the Serket and the Geb rather than just the Osiris stun, because I mean, Cama can just jump a wall or jump
Yeah, I
to get
definitely
out of
agree
it.
with you on that.
So it's a little odd to me that he picked up this early beads.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely agree with that. We see some real early aggression here coming out of that Achilles.
100%.
Getting some damage on Alex there as they
It
go
is
for that Harpy
nasty.
invade.
All right, so let's pick your ADC brain. What are you leveling on this AMC and carry?
I think in long lane, I'm not a huge AMC player. I would probably level the 1 first, and then
Well, that's a huge
oof.
miss.
Yeah, they are just taking it to this AMC, and that's what you have to do early with zero escape. You have to put that pressure on him and not just let him sit there and farm, because that's how he gets big on you. If you
100%.
just allow him to just sit there and farm instant clear wave all the time, yeah, you're gonna have a menace on your hands.
He's full health.
Yeah, but to that, he's already out of pots. He has
Oh, that is
already wasted
true.
all pots at 2 minutes, so bear that in mind. That could be huge, and he's already getting rotated on 2 here as well. Oh, big drop kick into the wall. We could see first blood here. Will Geb get out with the roll? He does. They got no
solid.
CC to stop Geb from rolling out there.
Yeah, that was a solid getaway there from Camazotz. Not the God, the player. Looks like a blue buff invade on the God Camazotz here.
That's a
I
great
actually really
call.
like this. I mean, they probably should have done this when it was Yuri, but Akiva's also a
Yeah.
solid one to do it on, and just a straight up invade a Spartan.
Yeah, he's getting
You
the whole
learned-
backs right now.
He learned from his mistakes on the Hunbats. Gilgamesh is either none the wiser or just doesn't care. He doesn't have a lot of mana. He's equal in levels in Serket. I actually think Serket might win that personally because she does do that extra damage.
Great call there. They saw the Gilgamesh pop up and left. Geb gets out for free. Nothing happens, and they get all the backs. I mean, that's a great play right there on that rotation.
Yeah, and if they're able to keep doing that over and over again, I actually would have rather have seen him place his shard, which is not placed. I would like to see that placed on the back camps to do it over and over again, if at all possible.
I agree with that as well. You got to you get that free ward for a reason. You got to get that thing out there on cooldown. It almost doesn't really even matter where you're throwing it, as long as we might see a solo kill here from Spooky for first blood here, but still will get out with that Disapparates.
I hate that. That's the Charybdis thing. It's just
they have
complete immunity.
Yeah, they have 2 gods with complete immunity on there. Well, 3 actually. Oh, we have a jump in here though. Kick back. Will he get anything out of it? Big stun from Spooky. Throws a couple autos. He'll just say, hey, what's up? Really get some good damage off of Spooky out here, showing out.
I was surprised. This man, instead of running away from the Gilgamesh, he just started autoing him right beside of the Gilgamesh. Said, "Hey, you're gonna have to fight me, big man."
Absolutely, and Gilgamesh said, "Nah, I'm good. We're just gonna get out of here."
Spooky kudos to him though. I'm realizing that he's not going to kill this Kronos, immediately went to farming, and that's something that you love to see out of a jungler, being able to understand that he's just not going to do it. But we do see another jungler ganking this duo lane in Serket.
Yes, we do. As we move it over here, and that crib gets an immunity. But that's going to play a huge factor with both their carries having that.
All right. What's he doing?
Little poke here. Oh, Gebal. Are they going to get this Achilles, though? Doesn't look like it. Serket was just waiting, but I mean, they knew that. Oh, big Cryptus out here. Oh, double stun. Oof.
This could be big.
Cryptus just pushing in with zero regard for Geb's life right now.
Oh, your soul.
We got the soul on the rotation, but not going to make it. And they get out again.
Extremely unfortunate. The Serket did have ult, but did not have enough mana to put it in because he hasn't backed yet. He still has that tier 1 mace, and I think that was a bit of a misplay on his part, not backing before he went to go gank.
Absolutely. You got to get them power spikes, especially in the jungle right now. As soon as you can get that Jotun's online, you need to get back and get that. I mean, the power spike on that is just insane. Plus the cooldown. If he is going the Jotuns, I mean, it could be a Crusher as well, or even some anti-heal for that comp. Could be a brawler.
I don't mind the Crusher. I I guess I get the brawlers, but she already has anti-heal in her kit. Granted, more anti-heal don't hurt nobody.
That's true.
But there was a blue buff
Oof.
invade on the side of Taz, so the Gilgamesh did walk over to the Osiris' blue buff, stripping that away from him.
Spooky is just putting out some damage right now.
Yeah, I mean,
And farming very proficiently. He's got top gold per minute right now, so we could see this Kronos get to late game sooner than later, actually. It might not need 30 minutes to get there this time.
yeah, okay. So this has been something that I've heard a lot of mid laners talk about. How do you feel about the mid laner taking backs from the jungler, pushing that mid lane agenda rather than
Do you
playing
mean the
for your
ones
jungler?
by? Do you mean the ones by the
No,
green buff?
I'm talking about his big harpies that right above his speed.
It kind of just depends on the situation. I definitely, if I'm the jungler, I don't want my mid taking them on cooldown. I kind of need those. But
Right.
if the jungler is over and left doing something and says, "Hey, I'm getting this camp. Go ahead and take it." Work together for that camp.
Right.
We see a gank over here in solo lane, but nothing's really going to come out of that. Osiris gets out with his life. He's got that Osiris passive active there and just kind of walks right through Gilgalt there.
Yeah, once again, Gilgamesh coming over. Another jungler, no mana, coming over to go gank.
No.
I mean, granted, it was to relieve pressure from Camazot, so I don't really mind that as much. It was a waste of a Gilgamesh ult. They were already under their tower, so you weren't really killing that Osiris anytime soon.
No, yeah, I definitely think you just kind of hold the ult there. I'm not sure why. Oh, we do see a little bit of a red invade.
Oh, he got that.
Oh, gets the ult onto Soul, but Soul beads out. Soul dropping ult onto Spooky, gets him down to half. We got Serket diving into the back. Ult down. Ooh, nice to separate from the Soul. Completely immuning ult. Huge crib just ult in here for the double stun. We have the Achilles in with the execute. Missed second one, but Geb will also fall here. 2-for-1 trade right now. Spooky getting a return kill onto the Soul. We got a 2-for-1 engagement here right now, but Spooky looks to be left alone and looking like he might go down here.
He still has beads.
Oh.
Oh, didn't
Ooh,
beads.
It's drop kicked into that wall. I think he's pretty wise for holding beads there. I think he dies regardless.
Yeah, respectable.
Yeah.
I'm stupid, so I would have beads.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would. You try to make that hero play of getting out. Oh, I can beads this and get out, but you just don't realize how many people are behind you or right there, and you just end up blowing beads and dying anyway.
Yeah, it was extremely unfortunate for that Serket that the Soul had already started to disapparate whenever he ulted, so that ult did pretty much nothing.
No, absolutely. That was nothing. That was perfect timing. It went off a split second before that Serket hopped off and did nothing. That was unfortunate
I don't know
timing.
if it was a misplay from Spartan saying, okay, I can get it off now, or saying not really realizing it in the heat of the moment, which is completely understandable. There's a bunch of people going around. But Spartan's been playing much better for what I've seen today, especially on the Serket. I like the Serket for him. He's been around, he's ganked, he's invaded effectively, so this could go really well for not Spartan's team. Camazot's team. Spooky's playing great. He's playing aggressive, like a madman, even some may say. So we can see how this goes, huh?
Absolutely, couldn't agree more. Spooky doing his thing right now. Alex holding his own over there for the most part over there in dual lane. He's down a level, but I mean, just 0-0-0, just sitting over there trying to farm right now. Cowboy J had that big ult back in that team fight there with that double stun on the Cryptus that really set up that 3-for-1 trade out there. And Dylan over here on this Osiris is up 2,500 player damage on the next closest person already. He's making his presence felt.
Oh, yeah. Actually doing a lot more damage than this Camazot's, but he's Camazot's. He can sustain. It doesn't matter how much damage you put out if it's not his whole health bar.
Yeah, as you see now, I mean, the Camazot's is full health as Osiris is half and getting his blue invaded now. There's really nothing he can do about it. Try to come over there, but he's late to this rotation. Actually, his team's there for the help, but he just wasn't there. Big Geb ult here. We got Gilgamesh ult. Ooh, Soul with the rotation, and that just absolutely deleted Spartan there. It looks like Geb's and Execute Threshold probably going to go down here as well to the Soul. He does. Taz with another kill. Spooky with the rotation. Is he going to get another 1v the world kill?
Yeah.
No, he's just going to back out here.
Hey.
Oh, no, maybe not.
Oh,
Oh, Spooky just nailing these twos, but he does not see two people coming up
this
behind him.
is an issue.
This this is not good any longer. Ooh,
Well, there we go.
Spooky is just absolutely trolling these guys right now.
Go back in.
Oh,
He's crazy.
Spooky, you are just playing these guys right now like chumps.
Goodness, man. Does he have any cooldown? He doesn't have. Oh, he does. He does have Sands of Time, so that does get.
He's got
that
10%.
That's a little bit extra time off of that off of that ultimate. So
For
a
sure.
little
I
bit
mean,
helps,
that's
you know
a
what I'm saying?
huge tool. Yeah, absolutely. Huge tool. If you can use that effectively late game, I mean, it's like a Kepri ult on super steroids, potentially. You just come right back full health, full kit available yet again, and that Kronos can absolutely cause some damage. And he just basically held off 4 people at one time. I don't know. I don't see on anywhere else on the map if they took real advantage of that. I think they just got maybe 2 kills off that, and then
They did
Spooky
get Fire
kinda just
Scorpion.
did they?
Yeah, they did get fire. Or for Taz's team, they were able to drop that Fire Scorp. In terms of Camazot's team, I don't think so. Spooky was just running around, and everybody else was dead.
Yeah.
And then Alex just doing his duo lane thing.
Yep, just farming up over there. He's got a little bit of an item advantage right now on Cowboy. So, well, as I say that, Cowboy gets Aussie online and that tier 1 Wind Demon. So,
Another boring day. Another
yeah,
boring day.
I mean, man, I've never seen that build before. So,
Ooh, wild.
it's going to be interesting to see what the rest of that is.
One of these days, I want to see something that just doesn't make any sense. That's what I want.
Well,
it just doesn't make any sense.
I think we got a good engagement here. Soul, Spooky, nice ult to get out though. That was a huge ult. They got a lot of Soul there. That's Soul out. Soul to separate down now. Dodge the 2. I think you go back in and take this fight at this point now, but they're just gonna say no.
But I don't know. Achilles is 2 levels up on this Gab, and Gab
That's
does
true.
not have ult.
And Spooky's just hitting these autos right now. Achilles a little bit damaged out. Oh, we got a good rotation from the Osiris here. Spooky backed up a little. He's got to get up there on that call. See his team rotating. And we also have Cirquette here on the rotation as well. Oh, something's going on in the back here. Gil showed up and told Spooky to go home. Oh, we got the Gil ult dropped. Good ult out there. Or not. Oh, I thought that was a Osiris jump. That was a Cirquette jump. Taz shows up, gets the kill on that Soul, and down goes Dylan on that Osiris. Oh, and we have Alex show up late. And oh, Alex, what are you doing there?
Yeah, I think after that team died, maybe you just pathed down towards red buff. Like he was already there, but he needed to get out.
Yeah, he just
nothing much he could have done.
Dove a 1v4 there and blew his beads for no reason.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Now it's just a free gold and. Ugh.
Yeah, I think at this point the Cirquette needs to start transitioning more into a facilitator role, trying to play like the second support, being able to peel for the back line, because he's the same level as his support, 2 levels down on this Gilgamesh. Only has Crusher finished in 14 minutes, so it's not looking great for the damage output for the Cirquette.
And you can see the gold lead has started to bloom here. It was only 2K just a couple minutes ago, and the entire Chaos team has more gold than the entire Order team. So this is starting to get a little bit out of hand already at 14 minutes. I mean, the Order can definitely turn around. We've seen what they can do here. They just need to play together more as a team. In these engagements, it just looks like some people go in and then some people just turn around and just don't help, and that's like a complete 180 from what we saw last game.
Yeah, and speaking about not helping, Cirquette just blinked out of there and said, "Hey, Osiris, you're on your own, champ."
I'm gonna go hit your blue. Good luck with that lane over there. Spooky just getting aggressed on by this. Alyssa's looked very good on this Achilles. She is just getting in there being a menace.
So 100% showing why she should be one of the premier supports in the RUL. I mean, being able to play this Achilles phenomenally and almost gets the kill on the Cirquette.
Yeah, a 2-level lead on their jungler. That's pretty insane right now. And we've got Dylan ulting in on that Osiris getting the double hit. Will they get this pick? Oh, is that a...
Oh, it looks like a trap.
Oh, that does. They just got baited. Taz with a big ult gets 2 down.
Spooky going right back in.
And
Here we
Spooky
go.
says, I'm still here, guys. Did you forget about me? Oh, he gets that stun, but
that was close. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
a Heart Seeker out of the Circuit.
Yeah, second item. That's just too much money. That's why it took so long to get online. He's already down an
extremely
entire
expensive.
item.
He's not able to live very long, and it looked like somebody almost died. That Gilgamesh almost got popped over
Yeah,
here.
he's got to be at about 20 HP. Spooky's
And
getting low too, and all.
Here goes the Circuit.
Barton, you're just.
Does it get Achilles? Oh.
He did. He did. That is a big kill too there for him. Big kill.
Especially being able to hold off Alyssa's commanding.
Yeah, they do lose the tier 2 for it, but that's kind of a big shutdown there. And he's just 1-0-11.
Yeah.
That Achilles so far just
He's been a part of every single kill.
Yeah, absolutely putting in work.
That's what you want to see out of your support. That they're always in there. I mean, Alyssa's just doing it, man. Just doing it.
Yeah,
There's nothing more you can really say about it. It's
I mean,
happening.
Just charging in, just doing whatever she wants. Nobody's just putting up any resistance to her right now, and she is pretty much running this game out of the support right now. I mean, she's just W keying. If her team needs her, she's falling back, getting a stun on somebody, setting up for that damage. I've seen it a couple times, just them soul ults dropped onto stuns and bye.
Yeah, now it looks like this Kronos is going to go into some defense. I don't remember if he did last game or not.
I don't think so. I think he changed up his build this game.
Oh, just wailing at him. So how do you feel about full power Kronos, or this build Kronos? This book Kronos. I mean, it is the mid build right now. How do you feel about it versus like an ADC Kronos?
Well, myself, I definitely prefer the ADC Kronos build. I love hitting the autos, and I think with the buff to his 2 or to his autos with his 2 is just too good to pass up. I mean, late game you get that steroid going. You get some couple rings online, and like we saw last game, he was melting people, and I'm not a big fan of this. The book build on him. He's pretty good at staying alive himself, so I also don't really think he needs it. He's pretty elusive, and we see Dylan a little opposition here, getting dove on by a couple. He's also got a couple tethered, has to ult out to save himself, and leaves Geb out of position a little bit here, getting body blocked in, but shields himself to get out.
Ooh, that's a lot of damage.
Oof. And that soul ult is just devastating right now. Dylan goes down, and we have Alyssa just walking through tier 2. Got 3 people right now. May have bit off a little too much stew right here, but is the triple stun, still alive, just being an absolute menace in the backline here. Team finally catches up and gets a kill. Alyssa is just going hard right now for this squad.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, if somebody wasn't watching Alyssa, I don't know if she is picked up, if she is on this team, but you need to pick this chick up now, or this person up right now.
It's hard to tell who's on this team. I think they've had 2 different people every game now. So I'm not really sure what their roster is at this point. But this roster looks to be going pretty well for them. So.
Oh yeah, a Fire Giant at 19 minutes, 2 to 15.
Oof,
they're feeling it. They're feeling it.
It's 11K at 19 minutes. I mean, this game is definitely getting out of hand here, especially with the Fire Giant before 20 minutes. It looks like it's going to be so, and it is. You got to put up some pretty good Phoenix defenses at this point if you think you want to have a chance to win this game.
100%, but I mean, Amazon's team does not have that good of a Phoenix defense team. I mean, they're very dive heavy plus a Geb. I mean, and Geb can dive decently.
Yeah. I mean, the blink Geb, he didn't even go blink. He hasn't even gotten a second relic yet.
Oh yeah,
he just got level 12.
Around? Oh yeah.
Oh, level 12, yeah.
There is no way that the
you cannot step up to this fight. You just die. I mean,
Circuit's level 14 versus this Gilgamesh being level 17. Still 2 levels down on Alyssa. They're the enemy team support.
Yeah, Team Taz Team Taz has looked phenomenal this game, and Alyssa has just looked insane with Taz as well. Again, Taz has just been shown out this entire set, and Alyssa comes in game 3 and looks amazing on that Achilles. The Guild Jungle's been slapping. I mean, Curtis has even looked good. We've seen a couple, alts this game. Cowboy J, not looking too hot the first couple games, but on this Cryptus, he has looked very good.
Oh yeah, I mean he is no longer against Muffin, so maybe that is the thing.
True.
Maybe he's
Just
just
Muffin
yep,
OP.
yeah, there he goes. He's gone.
Ooh,
Oh,
good block
body
on the ult. Yeah, good block. But we see another soul ult just absolutely demolishing Alex there. That
Taz.
soul is big, and her ult is just coming down on repeat. They're grouped up as 5 and looking for phoenixes here.
I'm convinced Taz needs to get off all fire gods. Just ban them all. Ban all of them. Get rid of the Pele's,
Yeah.
the Souls, the
Yeah, that
Agnes, get rid of
Agni.
them all.
Oof, that Agni. He was looking good. And they're diving this tier, the mid Phoenix here, and I would absolutely be doing this as well. But they're not really focusing it. They're just going for the kills right now. As now they hop onto that Phoenix to get it to burn down, and they are doing just that, and it is gone. That is a mid Phoenix. So they're just ulting in here. Dylan a little bit out of position there. Stayed a little too long. Looks like he's probably going to go down as well. And he will go down to Jonesy, who is support last game. Looking good in the jungle here.
Very, very impressive.
We got a good old-fashioned Titan here, and he is dead. And that is game 3 to Taz and the set.
Yeah, I mean both team played phenomenally. It is unfortunate that Camazot's team didn't have to play or didn't get to play against the same team they just played against. But it is what it is. I mean, it's an RSL versus an RUL team, but RSL teams still look pretty solid. I mean, these guys are somebody to be feared in the RSL.
Yeah, I mean, they look good. They definitely never back down. Game 3 was a little out of hand, but the first 2 games, game 1 maybe not as much, but I mean, game 2 they won and they looked phenomenal. I mean, they were grouped up every time. They looked awesome on fights. Like, they had each other's backs and they were playing great. And game 3 was just not so much of that.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't really want to blame anybody. I mean, you got to focus on farming. You got to realize the build path that you're going into against the gods that you're going up against. At the end of the day, if you're behind, and you have to play like you're behind. Otherwise, you're going to get caught out. You're going to get killed and put even farther behind, hurting yourself as well as your team. It's a team game. You got to play it like a team game.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. And, that third game, there's a couple times where we just saw them kind of go in one by one and die. And they just, that's just complete polar opposite of what we saw the previous games.
Yeah, 100%. And that, like we said, that was game 3. Camazot's going on to the semifinals. We'll see you next time.
That's gonna be the doggy out.
There is one chance too.
That's gonna be our guess.
He smells him out. And a good Kraken will steal the Oni Fury.
I don't think so. Popping oh on it.
He steals it with the national. And Kappa just.
Dookie's in trouble. The heart bomb.
He is in trouble, but down there by Kappa.
No.
But Skipper.
But he can't
go after it.
He can't run the auto.
No tilting. You're all just pumped up, ready for game number 2. Y'all talking to each other.
But this Phoenix under siege. Phoenix is at half. Jobek taken out. Section Cannon taken out by Turbog.
Haley, you still don't win that fight. No.
And that means they're leaving this emoji up that Breezy played in game 1, which I thought looked really good. I think he pilots it very well.
Yeah, 2 halves. There you go. We got those 2 brain cells. We can talk about 2 different things now. Well, we working on.
And Zero Easy Does It is going to be focused on, and we're going to see a quadra kill.
And he looks like he's going to go down. Haley did use the ult already?
No. The impale. He's insane.
And now, one's going to be subject to the Rama ult, both on target. What a great snipe